What's up, everybody? It's Nick here from McCall Media. Today, I'm going to be doing. I'm looking at this list. It's the top 7 players left on the market and the best landing spots for them. This is by CBS NFL. So this is not my list. I'm just going to be telling you what I think about this list, and let's get right into it. All right. So first we got Javion Clowney. He's too good to be still left, but he's definitely asking way too much money. I feel like he's eventually going to realize that there's nothing left. There's no teams all the big teams that needed somebody already got them, so he's going to be left, and he's going to have to take a pay cut from what he wants. He really wants all that money, but I don't think he's worth it. I think he's maybe a 10, 11 mil player, not 15, not 16 mil. He's not getting that. But I just don't think he really hasn't performed enough to let me know that he's that big. And also, it says best landing spots, Seahawks. He'd go back. I think it'd be a good spot for him. He performed pretty good last year in his limited time there. Colts, I don't think they haven't. He wants to be on a team that can win. I think they need someone to win with. Philip Rivers, he's Philip Rivers. He's a pretty decent quarterback that's in his last leg of his career. He's not going to go much longer. I think he's basically over. And Giants, again, another one that's another one that's not really a contender. Not really good. Giants, they have the quarterback of the future right now, but he's just not he's not a win now team. Next, Jameis Winston. This is a mess. He's a good quarterback, but he throws so many interceptions. He can't really do much. Let me take that back. It's not that he can't do much. So he does a lot, but also does too much sometimes, and forces the ball. You can see he forces a lot of them. He's trying to hit his receivers. It's not like he's just throwing the ball willy-nilly. He's trying to hit his receivers, but his accuracy is just not there. His decision-making is not there. Some of his routes, some of his passes were picked off because of routes and stuff, but 30 interceptions is just a whole lot. I think he's going to be a backup somewhere. This says Patriots. I think I kind of want to see Stidham go for a little while. I don't really want to have the Patriots resort to Jameis Winston. Chargers, I'd rather see Tyrod Taylor there. He's been removed from a starting job for last season. I want to see him back. He did pretty good in Buffalo. Jaguars, they got Minshew. These are all teams that have a quarterback that need to prove themselves. And I think they need to have the chance to prove themselves, where Winston already proved that he can be an average quarterback, but he's not going to win you a lot of games. Logan Ryan, he was good. He's kind of washed up now. I'm not going to lie. He's not what he used to be. I'm not going to say he's washed up, but he isn't what he used to be. He used to be that's Logan Ryan. He intercepted Russell Wilson on the goal line in the Super Bowl. Oh, he's such a big deal. He was a big deal. Oh, that's not him. That's not him. That's Malcolm Butler. Sorry, it's different Titans corner that was also Patriots corner. Get those mixed up sometimes, but they're basically the same person, honestly. But he is still a good corner. He left a couple years ago. I feel like he could be a good corner somewhere. I just don't think he needs a scheme. He can't just have him go wherever he wants, be whatever he does. He wouldn't be a good fit in Jacksonville or something. But this says Cowboys. I could see that they lost Byron Jones. Falcons, they lost Trufant. I could see that. Bears, I think best fit for him would be Falcons there. Jason Peters, he's so old. He was good, but he's also 38 years old. So, I really don't know. Browns, they're a young team. They don't want him. They don't need him. He's not going to provide. He was not going to provide anything for them. They need somebody that can. If you're going to have Jason Peters, you need someone to rotate him with. But the Eagles had Vaitai and they rotated them because Peters cannot play every down of every game. But the Browns just don't have that. If they pull him out, they're going to have to put some bum in. And I don't know. But, alright, and then, so Browns, I still don't think that's a good fit for them. Chargers, they've been drafting so many tackles, and they just need to stick with what they have and hope it works. Because I know they have the potential for a good line. They just need to train those tackles better. They look like they're confused. And that's just not a good thing. Dolphins, another one. They lost Jawan James. I mean, they could be in another spot. I just don't like any of these spots. He needs somewhere where he needs to take a big pay cut for a spot that he can actually play. Like, I could see him with like the Rams and have him in what's his face, the other old one. I can't think of his name right now, but if you can, drop a comment about it because I forget his name right now. So I could see him there. I could see him really. He needs a place where he can rotate. All right, moving on to the next one. Rashad Breeland. Honestly, I didn't really think should be this high, but I know a lot of the free agents are gone, so this is what we're left with. I mean, he's a good cornerback. He's one of those cornerbacks that you have as your second option. He's not a first option corner. You need someone to cover the main guy, and then he'll cover the second receiver because he's just an above average corner. He's nothing special. He's one of those guys. It's like it says here. He's a bend don't break corner. I mean, he needs somewhere where he can bend and not bend too much, if you know what I'm saying. Best line spots, Chiefs. Yeah, he go back. Cowboys, another one that lost a corner, and Falcons lost a corner. They both lost their big number one corners. And I don't think Breeland can go be their number one corner. So I don't think those are good spots. They could be spots if they Cowboys and Falcons want to spend the money on him, they can. But they're going to overvalue him because he's all that's left, corner-wise. Marcus Golden, I mean, he's really an average corner. Lineman, D-lineman. He's like a 3-4 kind of guy. He really needs to be able to pass rush without any like other assignments. He can't really go drop into coverage. He could be a 3-4 outside linebacker. He could be a 4-3 D end. I think he's probably a better 4-3 D end, but he's listed as an outside linebacker. I feel like if somebody doesn't want to spend the money on Clowney, they could go Golden and be okay. Like the Giants, that makes more sense than Clowney. Go Golden. Ravens, I don't know. The Ravens have done a lot of money left. They spent it all on big names, but they do have the room for him if they need it. Texans, that could be a good spot for him because Clowney's gone, obviously, and you have Watt, but Watt needs somebody on the other side to take some attention away from him, so I think Golden would be a good fit there. Quez Denard, he's really interesting because he's not what you would think of as a top 7 player left in the free agency. But he's really one of those B-tier corners that can get the job done, but he's really just like Rashad Breeland. He's one of those secondary corners. He's not your first corner. He will never be a first corner. He's 28. He has no chance of being a first corner, but he can always be your second corner. I feel like same thing with I'm saying the same thing. I feel like repeating myself with Rashad Breeland and Duquesne Denard, but they're the same kind of thing. If you really want someone that's a good second corner, if you have your main corner picked out and you need a second corner, he's your option. Jets, they don't really have a first corner. Cardinals, they have a first corner obviously, but that could be a good spot for him. As playing second corner across from Peterson. Titans, if they lose Logan Ryan, they could go with the Cuesinard and be okay, because they have Malcolm Butler, who's the number one corner, and I feel like that's a great spot for him. But it's just really difficult to tell who's going to go where and what's going to happen, because there's still a lot of decent players left, but not a lot of big names. So big names are short, but I feel like this could be a great steal. A lot of these guys could be a great steal for the teams that they're like best landing spots for them. So I think all these are good options. I would definitely say Clowney's the top choice, obviously. But if you like the video, please like it, comment, subscribe, and when you comment, please let me know where you think these guys are going, and give me all your predictions down below in the comments. Peace out.